Hey legends, happy day 10. Hope you are doing absolutely amazing. Let me just turn that off. I'm in the car again. All I seem to be doing is being in a car at the moment. It's kind of crazy. So I've got a bit of a different video for you because today's going to be a challenge because we're 10 days in. I think it's time that you have a challenge, and it's going to be interesting to see how many of you do it. And I bet out of the 1,000, nearly 200 people in here, I bet less than 100 of you do it. That's just the reality of whenever you do things like this. You know, people don't do it, right? It's normal. So if you are someone who's doing what I'm telling you to do, that's amazing. And if you're not, you've really got to understand and write down and document why. Why aren't you doing the thing that you said you were going to do? So here it is. It's the BBA story. So I was speaking to some of my friends, Thomas, Steffi, Michael, Catherine, Katerina, Lisa, Kirsten, this group over in the Austrian, German speaking market, and they really follow this framework, right? The BBA story. It's the before, the between, the after. So I want you to do a story that is no longer than 60 seconds in your language where you share what you were doing before you're doing what you're doing, what's happened between you made the decision and now, and then what's happened after you've done that thing. So it could go something like, before I come across this growing up, my background was boom, boom, boom. Or before I made a big decision in my life, I was working as a nurse and I didn't like it because it was driving me crazy. I didn't like the long hours. And I come across an opportunity and I made a decision to follow this very simple 3-step system that has completely changed my life. And since then, I've got new friends. I've got a new identity. I'm more fired up than ever before. And I'm so excited for the future. Now, if you've made money and you've made income and you want to share that, then feel free to do so as long as it's compliant. You could do about your product. Before I was overweight, I followed this system, and now I'm not. Like, for example, but the before, the between, the after, that is the story framework that I want you to do, and it needs to be less than 60 seconds, and you're going to post that on your stories. Now, if people ask you about about that, then great. You start conversations. That's the first basic. If people don't ask you, then doesn't matter. You should do that story at least once a week. Raise the awareness around that you've made a decision and other people can make a decision and what happened to you after you made the decision. All right, big love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao.